All right, so we've been dealing with some trig triangles for a while now. We've been labeling sides, we've been choosing sine, cosine, or tan, and all of that. What we're going to do now is we're going to combine all of that to start solving for sides and angles using trig. So let me give you a couple steps that we're going to follow for solving sine and using sine, cosine, or tan. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to locate the variable, and I'll kind of walk you through how to do this on the IXLs we're going to do. Then we're going to label the sides, O, H, and A. We're going to then choose sine, cosine, or tan. We've done all of these things up until this point. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to set it up in Desmos. And then Desmos is going to help us solve for the sides and the angles. As long as we have it set up right, we're going to be good to go for Desmos to solve the problem for us. So let me show you a couple examples here of some problems. Give me 1 second here to set this up. There we go. All right, so before we start, there's one really important thing we need to talk about. You need to be in the Virginia version of Desmos. It should be green across the top, and it should say the word Virginia. If not, you can go to this address right here, desmos.com/testing/Virginia/graphing, or you can click on the link that I have in Google Classroom. Okay. The reason that this is important is that if you're in the Virginia version, it automatically puts you in degrees. Notice down here it says degrees, okay? So it's automatically going to put you in degrees. If you're not in the regular version, you'll have to choose degrees, but it's just a lot better to be in the Virginia Desmos version because it also does a few other things that the regular Desmos calculator does not do. This is also the version that you're going to have when you take your SOLs. So let's take a look here. Let's start with this first IXL, the HH.4. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to label our find our variable. Now, notice what they ask for. So they've got FH here and FH here is going to be what our x or where our x is going to go. So our x is going to go on FH. All right. So that's very important that we do. So we labeled our variable. Now we're going to label our sides. So this is my H side. Now opposite my angle is over here, and this is my A side. So we found our variable, we labeled our sides. Next we need to choose sine, cosine, or tangent. So remember, SOHCAHTOA. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine, sorry, I had to mess that up. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. And tangent is opposite over adjacent. So notice I don't have anything with my O, and I have something with my A and something with my H, so that tells me, A and H tells me cosine. So let's go ahead and set this up. I'm going to set it up cosine of the angle. Now here's a quick hint. If it's inside the triangle, it's going inside my parentheses, okay, every single time. Inside the triangle, inside the parentheses. And then the A side over the H side, X over H. Or I'm sorry, not H, X over 10, because that's my H side. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to type this directly into Desmos. Okay, in fact, I'll just bring it right on over here. Okay, so I'm going to type in cosine. Notice how it naturally puts that in. Cosine of 24 is equal to X over 10. Okay, and let me clear this out of the way. So I typed it in, and notice it gives me an answer right here at 9.135. Now, as I go back over here, it says round to the nearest tenth, 9.135, so 9.1 would be my answer, so 9.1. All right. Let's look at one more here. So we're going to find our variable. Okay, we're going to label our sides. This is H. This is my O side over here. Sorry about that. This is A. I'm going to choose SOHCAHTOA, O and H. So that's my sine. Okay, if you need to write out SOHCAHTOA on your paper or something, so that way you have it. Okay, so you don't forget SOHCAHTOA. Okay, I've got the O and the H, so that's sine. If it's inside my triangle, going inside my parentheses. O side over H side, so X over 5. All right, then I'm just going to go and take that and put that into Desmos. So we'll clear that out. I'm going to do sine of 24 is equal to X over 5. Okay. So I take a look, that gets me 2.034, round into the nearest tenth. That's actually just going to be 2. And there we go. All right, so that's going to be solving for sides. We'll look at solving for angles in a different video.